What's up, guys? Go back to our video, and as we're getting closer and closer to Moon Knight, and recently Marvel has released two TV spots for Moon Knight that shows us new footage and telling us what we can be expecting from Moon Knight as we're about to head into this series. And within these two TV spots that Marvel recently released, it has a bunch of new footage, has a bunch of Easter eggs and references and stuff that they may have missed in these two TV spots. And my reveals what we can be expecting in this series, as well as some others cool Easter eggs, and these new TV spots that Marvel has recently released. So in this video, this will be my full breakdown of the two TV spots for Moon Knight that Marvel recently released, going over the Easter eggs and cool things and references they may have missed in these two TV spots. So let's get into it. And now within this first the TV spot that's labeled Secret Agent, we see the Namrock Spectre fight Stephen Grant looking through a bunch of stuff, and we see him looking through them, and we see a gun, a passport, and a snitch as well. And what's important about this passport is, as we look into it, it says the date of issue is 2018, and the date of expiration is 2028, and this means that Mark Spectre definitely knows to survive the blimp. And with this, we see him holding a snitch, and then we see him looking at another person that's just like him. They know Mark Spectre because in the show with Stephen Grant, he shares his soul with the mercenary Mark Spectre, aka Moon Knight. And then we see Mark Spectre about to transform into Moon Knight, and then from the way that Mark Spectre is going to transform into Moon Knight, it's going to be totally sick. We see that with the mask that's about to go on him, he's fully transforming into Moon Knight, and that's going to be the full Moon Knight transformation for the show, which is going to be pretty sick as well. And then what we see, we're going to get introduced to a new character in this series named Lila as well, and then we see the full Moon Knight suit in action, ready to fight crime as a vigilante, and then we see on the bus behind him it says a GRC, and now with the GRC, it stands for the Global Repatriation Council, which we saw in the Falcon and Winter Soldier and Eternals as well, with the Cersei looking on top of a building that says a Global Repatriation Council in London as well. And now with the GRC being involved in Moon Knight, we have no idea what place in the timeline Moon Knight takes place in. And now with Moon Knight, we have no idea which part of the timeline Moon Knight takes place in, but we're trying to see or if we find out some answers of which part of the timeline Moon Knight takes place in when the series airs. And then as the TV spot goes on, we see some footage that we've already seen from the Moon Knight trailers. And then as we see a truck about to be tipped over, we see a license plate on the front. It has an L and J in it. It could be saying for Jake Lockley, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And then in this TV spot ends with Moon Knight jumping, and then we hear Stephen Grant saying that Absol is a secret agent, and then we hear Mark Spectre saying that it's a little more complicated than that, and then we see Moon Knight in full action and throwing Moonlight, boomerangs as agents, and as we can see as he is jumping, it's fully wind resistant as well. And now with this is Stephen Grant saying I'm secret agent, and that's something that I'll have to find out in the series as well. And now within the next TV spot that says a choice, and then we see Stephen Grant and Mark Spectre talking, and with Stephen Grant saying are you living inside of me, because he shares his soul with Mark Spectre, who's a mercenary, aka Moon Knight as well. And then we see Mark Spectre looking up as he's about to transform it into Moon Knight, and that explains why in the last shot in the last TV spot we see him fully transform. And then we hear Lila saying that Mark, you look different. And then we see Moon Knight about to be shot, and then as we can see with the cape, it's totally bulletproof as well. And now with the Moon Knight cape being bulletproof, this is gonna be awesome as we're about to see what the Moon Knight suit holds with special features, especially with its cape being bulletproof. And then the TV spot ends with Moon Knight being attacked by something, and with this is called an Anubis, and that explains why at the end of the last trailer we see Moon Knight trying to kill an Anubis as well, and that's where we got our first super reveal of Moon Knight. Now with the Moon Knight being up an Anubis, which is a wolf as well, with the Moon Knight series, and this is taking inspiration from the comic storyline Werewolf by Night. And with all these TV spots that we're getting for Moon Knight, this series is going to be so good, as we can tell from all the footage and from all the trailers as well, and even from the the clips as well. The show is gonna be a blast, and the show is gonna be so fun and like super natural as well. And I'm planning on covering this series, all six episodes as well. And I can't wait to experience Moon Knight with all you, especially introduced to like Stephen Grant and Mark Spector with Arthur Harrow and Lala, as well as we get closer and closer to March 30th with the Moon Knight on Disney Plus as well. So that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know thoughts in the comments down below, and what are your thoughts on these new TV spots that we got for Moon Knight, and are there any like special things or Easter eggs and references that I missed and that you would notice in these TV spots? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to notification bell for future videos. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for live updates. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.